Hi everyone. Oh, tired. I'm super duper tired. Steph, hi. You're on. How are you? How was your breakfast for dinner? Okay, Mark, I understand. You have school tomorrow. Have a good night, hun. Bye bye. Bye, Mark. Dinner was good. The kids enjoyed it, and my cousin came over. But I'm just super tired. I'm very tired, and I was thinking I'll go to bed a bit early, but this mister over here has refused to sleep. So I was like, why not go on live if he's not going to sleep? I think now he's getting tired, but for the last 2 hours, I've been trying to get him to sleep, and it has not been working out. So just here. Hi, Sarah. You think so? I think he looks like his grandfather from his dad's side. I know a lot of people be saying he looks like me, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. Well, it's a good thing you're here. I'm glad you're here. You know, when you stumble sometime on certain things, it means that it is meant to be. So maybe it is meant to be. Hi, Ben. How are you? Oh, yes, definitely. You think so? Huh. Maybe. I haven't really looked. Thank you. I know he's finally tired now. He's going to sleep. I've been on this for 2 hours, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, let's just go hop on live. And now he wants to sleep. He refused to sleep, guys. Wow, he had a really busy day. But I would have wished he went to sleep earlier. At least a bit earlier than this. Because he's supposed to be in bed by 9. He doesn't sleep much during the day. In order for him to really sleep, he requires you to be his personal pillow. In order for him to get a good... No, girl. In order for him to get a good, decent amount of sleep. He takes cat nap here and there, but that's about it. Okay, I guess I will keep that in mind, but I don't know. I just had in the back of my mind that he looks more like his grandfather. Even the head shape, the way the head comes out. But they still change and stuff. I don't know if that's gonna work. Because he prefers to... Sometimes he prefers to be skin to skin with me too. Look at him up. Look at his mouth. And like sometimes he would like put his nostril right here in my neck, on my neck, and just lay there. So I know, you don't have to tell me twice. I know, because I have a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, and he's the last. So I know that feeling. I really do. It's like within the blink of an eye. Like one of my good friends she just had a baby like 6 weeks ago. And like he's getting so big. I look at him, I'm like, oh my gosh, this boy is getting so big. This is crazy. What are you saying? No, because my son Terrible 2 lasts until he was 4 years old. So what are you saying? Until 22? No, Mike, Grandma, Grandma Daisy, I'm not going to have any more kids. Due to my condition, I can't have any more. I'll opt out of having kids because it gets riskier for me as I get older. Because his father is white, that's why. Yeah, but it's crazy. I would have loved to have more kids, but unfortunately, when I'm pregnant, my body cannot accept. It's kind of like it's fighting off a virus. So no, I'm actually 32, hon. I'm 32. I have a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, and this one is 7 months old. Yeah. I would have really loved to try for one more and hoped it would have been a girl, but I'm not trying to risk my health anymore. I guess so. If you're 32, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not trying to risk it anymore because it's really not good for me. And then the kids, I have kids to think about. So I'm not going to take that risk anymore. 3 is more than enough for me. You know, I have my 3 warriors with me, so I'm good and straight. I do have 3 boys. And they are a blessing. And they are little rats. um, there's no secret at all though. There's no secret. I would say for me, I don't really like a lot of things phase me in life. You can't just let troubles and problems of the world weigh you down. That's just how I look at it. That's like my that's how I look at things. Even if something terrible is happening, I like to look at the brighter side of it. Like I'm still alive. The kids are still alive. We're all healthy. I just like to look at the bigger picture of things. Hi, Carl. Oh, my daily. Hi, welcome. My daily journey. Let me see, did I read that right? Yes. How are you? Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know. You should see. It's so funny because my oldest, right? He had. It's so. His hair is. I don't know. I don't know what to make of his hair. It's like his hair doesn't know what it wants to do. It wants to be curly, yet it wants to be straight. So he has a mixture of curly and straight hair. And it's so weird. When it gets really cold, he grows his hair out. And it's like his hair becomes like kind of like a bush on his head. But it's so funny because it's like there's straight strands coming out, but then you can also see the curls. And I'm like, dude, like half of your hair is curly and the other half is straight. That is so weird. But it's been like that since my oldest. His hair's been like that since he was a baby. And my middle one, Niklaus, he has his hair is just curly like mine. He has like those tiny curls. And he's just so super cute. And this one, he has wavy curls. So you know how people will like fight to put like waves in their hair? So his hair is so like that. He has the wavy curls. So they all kind of have like different texture of hair, which is so crazy. Oh, Nils, like, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Much love from my end. I really, really appreciate you coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No way! How is that possible? Okay, I'll do it when I get up. I know. Isn't this ironic? It's not just him. I've seen other little boys. I look at their lashes. Not even just little boys. Boys in general. And some men. You look at their lashes. They have perfect long lashes. But for some reason, females, why do we lose our lashes? I don't understand that. Like when we're little, we have perfect lashes. And then as we get older, it's that we lose them over time. And I don't understand how. Grandma Daisy, it is it's hard being a mom, but it's also very rewarding. Being a mom is very, very rewarding. It comes with so much advantages than disadvantage. And I love it. I really like even with all the chaos that is going on with them. I really won't turn back at the hands of time. I just appreciate it for what it is. No, I have a hard time pronouncing the word, the words. It's the initials are HG, hyperemesis, and there's another word for it. But I have that when I'm pregnant. So it's a symptom of severe morning sicknesses that you experience. You know how people have morning sickness when they're pregnant? And that's supposed to last for a short period of time when you're pregnant. But with certain women, that's not the case. So from the time we are pregnant and the morning sickness starts, our morning sickness doesn't stop. So it continues until you give birth. And it's constant throwing up throughout the day. You can't really eat anything. Even though the liquid you're supposed to take, just water, you drink the water and you throw it up. Gatorade helps. So we are advised to take a lot of Gatorade. Gatorade helps. The coconut water. So that's why sometimes you see me drinking coconut water. Because it has the, I forgot what it's called. It has something in it that is good for me. So I take it. And then I do a lot of fruits too. But the fruit doesn't really stay down all the time. But I still have to force myself to eat the fruits. Because that's technically the only thing that I can really eat. And then you have to be in a hospital regularly at least 3 to 4 times a week. Or you have to, if you have really, really good insurance, you have to set it up in a way that a nurse can come to you and administer your IV fluids and all that. So it's like home service. So they come to you instead of you going in all the time. And then, so you need regular IV, you need regular potassium fluids. Certain time, if you really are weak, you need blood transfusion. And then you lose drastic amount of weight. So, like, all that. Anti-nausea medicine doesn't work. Yes, the funny thing about it is you are thrown up every single day. Like at least 6 to 10 times a day you're throwing up. Or even sometimes more, because everything you eat comes right out. And then for the first one, they couldn't really figure, like my older child, they couldn't really figure out what was wrong with me, because I was in Emerson for 2 months. So I was in the hospital like staying at the hospital for 2 months. And then I think for some reason I was having like liver failure. And then they had to take me out of there and fly me over to Boston. So I was at Brigham in Boston for 3 months. So I was from hospital to hospital. And I couldn't do anything on my own. I lost so much weight. And I was having all the problem because my body was trying to fight it. But he was okay. The baby was fine. It was just my body telling me that, you know, I'm not supposed to have the baby in me. Yes. So you can set it up in a way where they can bring the nurse can come to you. Not with this. With this, you don't gain weight. Like most women, you don't gain weight. Like we gain weight after we give birth. We don't gain weight when we're pregnant because we don't keep anything down. We're throwing up every single thing. So it gets severe where I had to do the, how you call it? I had to do the tube. Because I lost so much weight. I was literally like bones. So I had to get the tube put in order to be able to eat, to keep something down. Because even it got to a point sometimes like the IV fluid out, like when the IV fluid entered my system, I would throw that up too. Yes, as soon as I gave birth, right? The day in the hospital, like not even an hour after I gave birth, I was starving. Oh my God. And my mom, thank God for her, she just had food on standby for me. I went mayhem on that food. I went mayhem on the food. Like I was so hungry. Actually, no. Yeah, I ate, and then I just kind of like passed out. I was done. Like I was like, I was done. Oh my gosh. The entire pregnancy, my mom was so scared. She thought she would have lost me. Like she was so scared. Oh, she was frightened. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's the same for all of them. It's the same sickness, the same symptoms for all the kids. And I did it the first time, and then I went back again for the second time. And every time I tell my mom I'm pregnant, she's worried. Like she is worried every time I tell her. What happened is I have a friend she's a nutritionist, and she also works at the hospital. So I think after we figured out what was wrong with me, and so we figured it wasn't labor failure, anything like that. Hold on. So once we figure it out, yes. Do you want to take him with you when you're going upstairs?
Figure what out? I want to listen to 2,000 people listen to me.
I'm telling them about my pregnancy. Once they figure it out, it was kind of like a bit easier to kind of like. What do you mean, which time?
Which time was it easier?
For knee classes, it was a bit easier.
into Larks.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go stay in a hospital. I couldn't stay in a hospital. You can't handle 2 kids on your own.
Handle you on my own.
You cannot handle 2 kids.
You were 2.5 kids.
Really?
Mm.
You cannot handle 2 kids on your own. You can't even do that now. They would drive you nuts. And you come crying to me. And I don't want to hear that.
They would come crying to you. Your son's awake up there. You hear him singing?
Tell him to go to bed.
How many times do you think I've done that?
Well, you're going to have to deal with it. You say you can deal with them, so you're going to have to work that out. No, he can't. He likes to talk. He talks. He will boast about it. He talks. He talks a big talk. But then he come crying to me when the kids get on his nerves. Oh, wow. Oh, no. It's not screen time. So they read the book before they go into bed. But it's like for the boys, the energy never leaves. Because they would go for walks. They would go to the park. And they still have energy. They're running around the house with Nerf guns, hitting each other with it. I have swords in this house where they're hitting each other. I'm talking about their sword fighting. And it's mayhem. If you can see my house right now, especially the living room area, it's a hot mess. So when I get off here, I have to go clean it up. It is a hot mess. And yet, somehow, can you take him with you, please? Oh, here, help me put this on charge, please. Since you're right there.
What else do you want?
When you put this on charge, then you can take a lark with you upstairs.
What else do you want?
That's what I'm telling you.
Do you want tea?
No, not right now. Not today. I'll probably go get my wine from the fridge and open it. And get me a glass and,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I can't, it's...
You can't?
No, I can't. Here, go to bed.
Hold on, drop him.
Don't drop him. Why you say that? Make me nervous every time you say crazy things like that. Here, take him before he wakes up again. Well, the thing about it is, my 3-year-old, he cleans up his room by himself, so he plays with his toys. And then he cleans up his room by himself. And, but the 7-year-old, all kids have, let's just put it this way, if you have kids, you cannot discipline all the kids the same way. All the kids have different ways in which they are able to get under your skin. And they also have way in which they can kind of be a little manipulative at times and get away with things. Yeah. Nah. He's not. He and I had this conversation. How you call it? We had this conversation. When was it? I think a couple of months ago. And I was telling him, I was like, "You're not romantic at all." And he looked at me and he laughed. I was like, "You're not romantic at all." And then he looked at me and laughed. He was like, I'm so romantic. I'm like, no, you're not. First of all, you're not a sweet talker at all. And what else do you do that is romantic? So he decided to take me out on a... he decided to take me out because he knew I like going hiking. So he decided to take me on to go hiking, right? And guess when he decided to take me on go hiking? When my lady of the month was here. When I was feeling awful. That's when he wanted to take me to go hiking. How does that make any sense? Oh no. Oh no. But I think I'm used to it. It's been 13 years. I'm used to it, right? I don't think I'm romantic either. So I think we just suit each other. We have great conversations, so that's... Oh my gosh. Oh no, we go out for dinner a lot. We do. We go out for dinner. That he does. But you know how sometimes, like, because I like to read a lot. I read a lot of different novels and stuff. So, like, when I'm reading these novels, I'm like, oh my gosh, he is so romantic. And then I'll read like the passage to him, and then he'll look at me like, really? I don't get away from my kids. I don't trust anybody with my kids. Well, let's rewind that back. I trust my mom with my kids when she's at my house. And then I trust my cousin, my best friend, my cousin. I trust her with my kids. That's about it. Even him, sometimes I have a hard time trusting him with the kids. I have a hard time trusting him with the kids. Because I will come back, and if he was a cartoon character, he would have smoke coming out of both ears. Hey, Sean, welcome back. Oh no, I have traumatic experiences from when I was younger that I don't really... There's not a lot of people I trust for my kids. I don't. I'm very selective of those who I will... And I don't leave my kids. I don't leave my kids anywhere. I go everywhere with my kids. Everywhere with them. Mostly when I'm going out and stuff. If my mom isn't available to come over and babysit for me. Because I don't even take them to her house. And let her babysit them by herself there. I prefer she come over to the house here. And if my cousin isn't available to watch the kids, I'm not going. I don't care where it is. I don't care who it's for. I'm not going. So a lot of the time, I'll send him. I'm like, go have fun. Go by yourself. I let him go out and have fun. I'm like, go out, hang out with your friends. You know, it's the weekend. You guys go and... Yeah, but I'll prefer to stay home with my kids. Because I'm like, when my kids are older, when they get to where they can, you know, stand up for themselves and take care of themselves, then I can have my fun that I want to have. But for now, I decided to have them. I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. Always. It's not just because it's girls. Even with boys, I mean, there's like so many things that's happening in the world nowadays. It's like your trusted people, you can't really trust them that much. Because even like when we're leaving, we have cameras here. I turn the camera on. So that's what I want. Like, whoever's taking care of the kid to be it. I want it to be in my house. so that way I can monitor things and I know how it's going to go. So whenever I'm leaving the house and I'm not here and the kids are here with someone else, the camera goes on. Yeah, I got that idea from one of my friends. She has a smart house. And yeah, she has. One day we were at work. At that time I was still working. We were at work and she I think I was in the middle of doing it like an IEP, and because I had a meeting with the parent, and then I went in her classroom to ask her for some sort of information, because she had been there longer than I have, and she has interacted with the students way longer than I have. So I went there to ask her specific information, and all I heard was like her daughter's name is Sophia. I heard Sophia like in the background talking, and I'm like, and I thought my ears were playing tricks on me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what am I hearing? She was like, oh, I just have the camera on. I'm just watching to see what they're doing. And I looked at her. First, I thought it was creepy. I'm like, isn't that like so creepy? She was like, nope. It just let me know where they are. So I'm like, oh, so where's Santiago? Because her son is Santiago. I was like, so where's Santiago? She was like, oh, he just walked to the bathroom. I'm like, that I thought it was so crazy. Oh wow. You see, stuff happens. That happens. It happens. My gosh. Poor girl. That happens a lot. Yeah, so from there I got the idea of having camera just for emergencies. I'm just like, my gosh. I don't know. Like even when I leave the kids with someone who I trust, it used to be bad before. I think it's getting better now. I would like hyperventilate, and it used to be so bad, so bad. I'm like, I can't leave my kids with anyone. I don't trust anyone with my kids. Like, what if something happened and I'm not there? So, but I've gotten much better. Yeah, it's good. It really is good to have those. And I mean, when we're home, it's not on. It's off. We only turn it on when we're leaving, just for security purposes. I just want to make sure that they're okay and that no harm is being done to them. Because like I tell people, I'm like, don't play with me. Don't play with my kids, because I suffer way too much to have these kids than to have somebody playing in my face about my kids. Don't do that. And it's so crazy, because then I see some mothers who are just, they have the kids and that's it. They're like, oh, there you go. You go face the world on your own. Like, how is a kid supposed to face the world on their own? And it's just so sad that some people don't have that nurturing spirit in them. Because for me, I just always had it in my mind that when you have kids, like, you automatically have that bond with them. But it was like a rude awakening for me to find out that there are certain stuff that happen, or sometimes you just don't have the attachment to the kid that you're supposed to. Or other people, sometimes they will go through depression. Like with my last baby, Alaric, I've always read like case studies and stuff like that on how to handle people dealing with depression and all that, but I never in a million years thought I would have experienced it myself. I never thought I would ever experience that myself. And then when I finally did with Alaric, I was moody. There was no negative thoughts at all. No negative thoughts. It was just, I felt very down. I think I felt a bit sad, and I just wanted to be in the house. Like, I wanted the curtains to be closed and stuff like that. And everything hubby did, I was aggravated with him. It's like, I don't know, I was just aggravated. Because he would come running to me for about every little single thing. And I just had a C-section, and I'm laying there, and I'm trying to heal. And then I was dealing with the high blood pressure, too. And then I was dealing with having to go in regularly to go get blood transfusion. Because I had to stay longer in the hospital, too. Because the regular, norm. But it was like the first time with me continuously getting a blood transfusion done to me. And it was just a lot. It was a lot. So, Stephanie. I'm sorry, Stephanie. I don't think the internet likes you today. I think you guys are in a fight. Yes, I did. I had all of them at C-section, so I can't give birth normally. I can't, because it won't. Nobody know what will happen. Because when I'm there, I don't have the energy to. Because of how I look and how much weight I've lost, I don't have the energy. Well, with the oldest, they were trying to experiment with him. They were trying to see if I would be able to push to do natural birth. But it didn't happen that way, because what happened was, because like I said, I had to go into the hospital like 3 times a week. So I went to the hospital, and then I had to be on a monitor, and they have to check me, and then they have to check him. Normally it's like an hour and a half routine I have to go through every, like 3 times a week. That's not even including getting the IV fluids and stuff like that. So normally I'll stay at the hospital longer. But this fateful day, we went to the hospital for a checkup. And then the lady was the midwife. It was the midwife. She was looking to see if I was okay, and the baby was okay, and everything was fine in the belly. And then she discovered that I didn't have any amniotic fluid. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. I can't with this comment. I can't. Oh Lord, Stephanie, not you too. Yeah, so there were no amniotic fluid around him. So when they saw that, they had to keep me in the hospital. So they were wondering up to today's date, we don't know what happened to the amniotic fluid. So they were trying to they were going to try to induce me to see if I could, dilate and stuff like that, cuz I wasn't having any like contraction or anything. And they tried to induce me they were trying for like 12 hours to induce me. And all the medications and stuff that were given to me and putting down there, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. And then adding on to me throwing up and not being able to eat anything, that caused me to start like bleeding severely. Why is this boy still up in his room? So when I started bleeding severely was when they rushed me to the to the ER. Not the ER, but like the operating room. Because I thought I had to go pee. So I was getting up to go, to try to go pee. And as soon as I put my feet down, there was like a gush of blood, like, on the floor. And I started screaming. I was like, oh my God! Somebody help me! Oh, Lord. Yeah, it was scary. Just a gush of blood coming out, and it was, oh, Lord, have mercy. It was bad. Yeah. And then after that, they were like, we can't try to induce you to give birth. So now it's everything's going to be C-section, just to be on the safe side. Oh, my gosh. Things we go through to have kids. And then they want to talk back to us. But and some people still can't believe I went back two more times to do the same thing. Oh my gosh. These kids don't want to sleep tonight. Why is this little boy so up? I can hear him like... That's the funny thing about it, right? I was just thinking about that the other day. Because... Trust me, I'm going to be forever yawning, so don't even pay attention to it. I was saying that because I have teenage brothers and sisters. I was telling them, I'm trying to make them understand that the way in which I see them talking with my mom, I can't talk like that with her. Or I can't, if it was me back then, they would say I was being disrespectful and rude. But with them, it's a different case. That might work. That might work. Yeah, my grandma let them, well, not my grandma, but my mom lets them get away with stuff. She does. Yeah, she definitely does. Like when we go over her house, she definitely let them have as much candy as they want. And I'm looking at her like, can you please not get them any more candy? And she's telling me, oh, they're at the grandmother's house. They're allowed to have whatever they want. I don't know. I don't know how it would be. I think with the boys, I don't let them get away with anything because I don't think it's the wise thing to do to be letting kids get away with stuff, because then they would think that it is okay to go out there in the real world and do the exact same thing, and they don't know who they're going to encounter. And you as a parent, you don't know either. So in order to better prepare them for the society in which we live in, you can't be letting them get away with stuff. You can, I'm not saying discipline them by hitting them, but you can discipline in order ways. Their time out, they're taking away stuff that they really like, stuff like that. It's not. I know, cause sometimes I see some kids in the store because they can't get something. They're like jumping up and down and they're throwing themselves on the floor and just yelling and screaming till their parents give in to them. Yeah, they're Gen Alpha. Oh no. Oh no. That's not very nice. That's not a nice thing to call them. I'm pretty sure the generation before us look at us side-eye too. So just... Oh man. Yeah, it's just so crazy how things just flipped, like changed so drastically over the decades. It's crazy. Well, here, because the kids each have their own TV show to watch. So, we have each of them get like 30 minutes of their shows. And then we have a lot of board games here. We have a lot of board games for us to play as a family. There's a lot of puzzles, a lot of coloring books and stuff like that. And then a lot of building what do you call it? Like stem cells stuff to put together and build. And then no TV in the room. We have the TV in the living room and that's it. Nobody has a TV in their room. Because if a TV is in their room, that's a whole different story. Because he does have a friend who has a TV in his room and he's up pretty late. And always has a bag on his eye, so no. No. Anywhere, anytime. Greetings to you too. Thank you for pulling up and coming through. I really appreciate it. We're just here talking about random topics. Yeah. It's just crazy how things are, though. Hi, Trio Vlog. How are you? No, it's fine. It's interesting to talk about because it makes you think. Because before I went through what I went through in my pregnancy, I didn't have in mind or even were aware of anything like that. Because none of my family members have ever dealt with such problems. So the whole concept to me was very, very new. My hair itches. It was very new and I had no idea what to do and everybody was confused around me. And so it was just one of those things. And then sometimes it's good when people ask questions because then that way you are making other people aware. The kids are fine. They're in bed. They've been causing trouble all day long. But they're good. How's everything? How's your family? Oh, the kids are just, my gosh. The kids are kids. I'm glad so far this week we've only had friends over like before school. We haven't had any friends over after school. So I hope it stays at that pace because sometimes they just show up. Well, technically we start potty training in his house at like 1.5. So slowly by introducing them to it, and then we stop. So you try to introduce them to it, and then you see if they're interested. If they are interested, then you proceed and continue doing what you were doing originally. But if they show no interest in it, then you back off. You back off. That's just my thing. That's just my way of doing things. And then when they become ready, so a sign of they want to start potty training is if they're going long periods of time and their diapers are not wet at all, that's a sign that you should start potty training your kids. So just start. So what we did with my kids, all of them, is we will put like their favorite TV, like the TV shows that they're supposed to watch for the night. We put it on, and they sit over the toilet in the living room and watch their TV show. So it makes them feel comfortable. So you want them to get used to sitting on it. Because if they're not used to sitting on it, then they're going to be all fussy. So the goal is to try to get them to understand that it is okay to sit on here, that you're growing up and you're becoming a big girl or you're becoming a big boy. It's just to kind of like introduce them in like step 1, step 2, step 3. I tried the cloth diaper with my first. I had everything. I had the box. Like, oh my gosh, I had everything. And it just got to a point where I was like, yeah, this is not for me. I was like, this is not for me. Like the cloth diaper, it was not for me. I could not keep cleaning that thing. I could not. Oh my god. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. So I packed up. I saved it, hoping I was gonna be able to use it for the second baby, but I didn't. I just gave it all away. I was like, nope, because I still had inserts and everything. Nope, just give it away. It's good to be old school parent, but then it's also good to kind of have like a mixture of both. Because you don't just want to, you know, I look at old school parents as rigids. You know, they're so stern with a lot of things that they do. And one thing, like, with some old, not just old school parents, African parents specifically, old school generation, they don't tell the kids, oh, I love you and stuff like that. And that is like a problem. So I just look at them like, no. But there's nothing wrong with being an old school parent. I think I might be an old school. I don't know. I don't know what category I'll find myself in. when it comes to parenting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can hear the middle one up there making all that noise. Let me read that one more time. Oh, Lord. I would say once upon a time, I was a helicopter parent. I know my friends used to get so annoyed. So annoyed. Yeah, once upon a time I was a helicopter parent. But I just realized that kids will be kids. And you need to let them, make their own mistakes. Yep, he's in his bed and I'm not going upstairs. Well, he's in his room. Yeah, I'm going to go upstairs. Because the noise is getting too much. I'll be right back. Ah. I'm back. I'm gonna have a little bit of snack and try to relax. Relax myself. So I have little bread here. This is really soft bread. Grab your glass. I'm having a glass of something yummy. Now it's my time to relax. Good. Really, really, really good. But kids are fun. I won't trade having my kids for anything, guys. I really won't. They are a piece of work, but they're my piece of work. I call it my wine. I don't drink alcohol. So this is my wine. So I get this. He's like, is that wine or cider? It is my wine. I was actually looking for wines. I found out that you can actually get wine without the alcohol in it. So I was thinking about getting me a couple of bottles. Like red wine. It's not really technically wine, but... yeah, but cheers. Get yourself a glass. So I have like different glasses that I use to relax myself and just sip on my drink when the kids are sleeping. Or even when they're awake sometimes, because they have their own too. Yep. Cold and tasty. These glasses are very fragile. These big ones. They're very, very fragile. So I get this bread when I go to the African store. This bread lasts longer with you. So I also have some in the freezer for emergency. I change it. Let me see. Nope, it doesn't say anything like that on here. So I'm looking, I don't see anything on here. I don't know about other places, but I know Ghana specifically. That's where my dad is from. Ghana specifically, I know that for a fact. Carries it. I don't know if Nigeria... I know Nigeria has their own type, I think. Niels Carter. It was great. Oh my god. I wish I would have kept recording. Because by the time they were done, like, we were sweaty. Like, my brother-in-law, his entire shirt was drenched. It was like you could take it and wring it out, and you'll see the water pouring out. He was drenched. And I thought I was sweaty, but when I touched him, I was like, yeah, Matt, this is gross. This is disgusting. But thank God it was like the hotel, they had clothes and stuff there, so they just went and changed. But it was so fun. It was so fun. The band was, oh my god, they were remarkable. It's like they just had the energy. Yes, from the dancing. Excuse me. From the dancing. Oh my gosh. Cause when the after the lady was done singing and everything, and when the actual party started, there was no stopping. And then there was like an after party after too. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Of course not, Carter. Why would I forget about you? I feel like you forgot about me, Carter. Wow, that is crazy. Sheesh. So I'm trying to what I'm understanding is, if you had to go home to jump in the pool, that means that you weren't far away from the wedding. Probably in the same town or so. Right? But that's crazy. The priest refused to turn on the air conditioning. Aren't they supposed to, though? Because if you're having a huge crowd, especially a wedding, there's going to be like a lot of people. So you have to accommodate them. Are you sure, Carter? I appreciate it, Carter. Did you see how much I try to do my makeup? I still need to work on it. Doing my makeup. Because I be seeing these girls, they have their face beat. They have the layers of makeup on. And they know how to blend their things. And then they have the lashes on. The only thing I can't stand is like the long nose. But I see some of them and I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks so good. I want to have that on my face. But then I think about the process that goes into it. And then how much layers of makeup they have on your face. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I think I'll just stick to my regular thing. Now, was this at a church that they attend, or was this a priest that they, because I know sometimes people will rent the church to officiate the wedding. So was that the case? Wow. And a priest of all people? Like, come on, man. You wouldn't think a priest would do that. So how is... So it's not like he doesn't know them at all. They're practically family. I think he just didn't want the guests to say, oh my god. That is crazy. Like, who does that? Like, a priest? Okay. That will happen, though. Oh no. Oh, I hope he's okay. By the way, what is your name? Because I can't read that. Oh. That they are very stubborn. They are very, very stubborn. I think the term Karen has always been around. The term Karen and the term Becky has always been around. It just sometimes we forget about certain things, so certain situations starts occurring, then those phrases return. But those are always been around. Caloric, alcaric. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Where are you from? Clara. Ikara. Akara. Akara. Okay, Akara. Thank you. Okay. That's good. Who do I know that's in Japan? Do I know anyone who's in Japan personally? I know my cousin did some work there, but she doesn't live there. So no, as for now, I don't know anyone who's in Japan. Except for you now. Sean, are you still on here? Did you fall asleep again? Grandma Daisy, are you still in the building? Steph, is your computer still giving you a hard time? Oh, Lord. You're not into the multi-universe, are you? Because only people who are into the multi-universe or time travel brings out the timeline. Oh Lord, you're killing me. Hopefully it didn't. Okay, Carter went to, yeah, Carter. Wait, did Carter go to bed? Sean, are you still on here? Grandma Daisy. I know Stephanie internet was acting up, so it might still be acting up. I don't like when the internet does that. Then it just prolongs something that should just be 1, 2 to do. Yeah. That's a lot. No, that's about it. That's where Carter stopped. He talked about me in the car for the wedding and stuff. Yeah. Maybe he just fell asleep. Why am I making everyone fall asleep? I don't know. Everyone is falling asleep on me. I think I should fall asleep on you guys too. We used to be up so late, guys. Every one of us. Like 3 in the morning. Now everyone is just falling asleep. How old are your kids? I mean, when you think about it, the church does get a lot of money. They do. They get a lot of money. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, all this money, what are they going to do with it? Oh, okay. It's already morning for you. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. over here. I wasn't aware of that. That is something to think of. I think that's what people consider having a church a business, and a lot of people are like entering, becoming pastors and stuff like that. Sorry, I got something stuck in my cheek. Wait, are you African? Or you just telling me the time zone differences? Well, I don't know. There's too much going on in the world. I wasn't sure there was a church like that. It's interesting to know. Are you sure there's even a clean history? I don't think there is. Oh, Lord. I don't think there is like really clean history. I think everything is just corrupt. I know we be having a lot of Mormon people around here going from door to door asking people to come and fellowship with them. And I'm just like, no, thank you. I'm good. Thank you very much. Lucy. Welcome, Lucy. Welcome to the channel, Lucy. I saw you on earlier today, but I was also on a live. I was doing my cooking channel, so next time I'll have to catch you on your live. What time are you going on tomorrow, Lucy? Grandma Daisy is still here. Yay. Oh boy. I don't know. See? I went upstairs and I talked to him. And he calmed down. And now he's in bed and, you know, about to sleep. Because if I would have left out with his dad, all you would have heard was screaming in the back. Oh my gosh. No, Grandma Daisy is still here. Grandma Daisy is Mike. I call him Grandma Daisy. He's at that Grandma Daisy with the bed. Oh, you're funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to stay awake, guys. I need to stay awake. It is because I'm able to interact with people from all over and also meet new people, because majority of the time, let's just say 90% or maybe 95% of the time, I am around children and I am around women who are mothers. So it's not just, nowadays it's not just us women hanging out, it's like mothers. So a lot of the, how you call it, collabing with each other is play dates and just going to amusement park or a fair, stuff like that. So it's great for me to have this platform to be able to, you know, talk to people and be like, oh, it was a long day. Now I can take a deep breath. I can chat with you guys and I can just hang out and get to know you on a personal level. That's just how I look at it. Oh man. Yeah, but guys, I'm getting tired. And I was supposed to stay up to read tonight. That doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna be doing much of a reading tonight. Any form of reading tonight. Oh no, that's okay. I'm gonna have to think about what I have to make tomorrow for dinner. Mike, Grandma Daisy, were you able to see the dinner we made? I didn't take a picture of it, but if you go towards the end of the video, it should have it in there of what we made for dinner. Oh man. Oh, you only saw me cutting the onions. Alright. So you didn't see like start to finish, right? Of the video? I know it's the same thing for me too. It's the same thing over here. Because I cook with a lot of onions, a lot of garlic. So it was different, you know, to see. Mmm. Was it tasty? Oh, guys, I'm so tired. I'm like literally sleeping with my head over here. Hmm. It's interesting. I'm almost done. And then no more. That's all I'm having for tonight. I do, but then I also have to like, I'm taking accounting and business classes. So there's a lot of stuff I have to do, and I want to do them at nighttime. And I have to like read 3 chapters because I have exams coming up for that. And I haven't even gotten started in the. It's like a foreign language you're speaking to me when it comes to accounting. Yeah, he did make Ghanaian food. I know how to make certain Ghanaian dishes, but not all of them. Yes, I try to make a little bit of everything because they just like to try different food from different places. So I try to make a little bit of everything. But guys, I think I'm gonna be headed to bed because my eyes are like, and I don't want to fall asleep on you guys. Maybe I should do that one day because there's this guy I came across one time. He's literally sleeping and people are just watching. And he said, I think when he reached to 2 something K, then if the live stream goes up to 2 something K, then he will wake up. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? That would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. You know, I'll take you up on that offer. On that offer. Yeah, but I'm literally sleeping with my head, guys. I think I'm gonna have to do that reading tomorrow morning. because I need to sleep. I don't want to stay here and just... Oh. For a second, I thought I had something white. It's the writing. This is how tired I am. I can't even make up. Excuse me. I thought I hurt myself really bad. It's just the writing on there. It's a reflection. Oh, Lord. This is silly. Alright, I'm going to turn that off. Yeah, I'm sleeping with my head, guys. Well, I have to be up at 6. Cause his friend comes over here at 6. And he is up by... Depends if his friend's here. Normally he's up at 7, but when his friend is here, he gets up maybe like 6:30. So, and then the baby's also up at 6. So imagine that. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just shutting it down. Yep. So when he's 5, he's gonna start school, because I start teaching them from school. I start teaching them from home until they start kindergarten. So I teach him home first before he start kindergarten. So he has 2 more years to go. Yeah, but I'm gonna head to bed. Yeah. I mean, I still do it here now. I still do it with him. Especially with the writing and the reading and all that. So that's why I have a lot of bookshelves in this house. Because it's always a book for something. And then there are practice worksheets and all that. So keeps you busy and on your toes. Well, everyone, thank you so much for coming on. I can barely keep my eyes open. I am exhausted. I'll just tell my teacher I got too tired. But it's not due anyways. So I still have time, but I just want to get the reading out of the way. Because the reading is the thing, because then you have to answer some questions and stuff too. But thank you all for being on here with me. It was really, really, really nice meeting everyone. Look at that. I've been working on my heart. It was lovely meeting everyone. I appreciate you all. You guys have a beautiful night. Hope you wake up tomorrow in good health, and your families too. May you always stay protected. Thank you, everyone. Good night, good night, good night, good night.